hope you've had a great week. Wow, we've had some incredible volatility this week with Trump's reactions. Just want to give you a quick recap of what's going on here locally. In Montreal, I am doing a meetup with Logik at Legal Logic on Tuesday. So if you don't follow me on LinkedIn, definitely go there. Right there's the link to sign up, just so we know a general number of people that are coming. Modern Trader Summit too. Make sure you don't miss your spot. I do have a new speaker coming on board. You guys are going to love him. However, I'm just waiting for his bio and photo. Wink, wink, if you're watching. Please shoot it over to me. He said he's over in Asia right now, so I totally understand. And FMJ, super, super, super excited. Just got the news that I received not one, but 2 book awards for it. I received an honorable mention for business book, and also a regional winner for Eastern Canada. So, and don't even worry about this temporarily out of stock over here, because basically it's print on demand. I tried to do it the most green way possible for those people that like to read books. So you can order it and it is printed on your order. So that's why it says temporarily out of stock for Prime members. And as we get into the week, let's look here at the spider. SPX, the S&P 500. So this is the 200-day moving average. You see back here on the daily chart that on February 9th, it did bounce. Once again, we've come within about 70 cents. So we had a close of 25.89 right here, 25.85.89. And when I go over here, look at the left, you can see it says 25.85.21.75 was the moving average for the 200-day. So it could potentially test that on Monday, could go down a little bit lower. I will definitely be watching. Here we have the S&P E-mini futures. So you can see, again, this is almost touched it as well. We have the 200-day moving average of 25.8463, and it did go to 25.86. So it did come in within about 45 cents as well. So definitely keep a watch for this. It looks like it has bounced a little bit on Friday, and the SPY as well. Messy SPY with all those levels, I know. So it looks like the SPY is bouncing. We do have, this is a 5-minute, I drew it on a 5-minute chart, 5-minute upward trend line. So just keep it on watch, because if it does break up above 259, we could definitely be in a rebound here. All of this was in relation to Trump, the tariffs, everything like that, political sentiment around the world. So definitely keep an eye out as well this evening for Asian markets. I will tweet about it before I go to bed, just to show you guys what's going on in the Asian markets, if this red selling is continuing into the global marketplace, as far as panic selling is to the markets and what's going on. And big thing too, always, if you guys go to Stephanie Cameraman, she is great. So let's see if I can get in. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll do that later. So follow Stephanie Cameraman, Stock Whisperer, on Twitter, and go ahead and, you know, make sure that you follow her. She does put big levels out there on the SPY to watch. So she's a big person to follow as far as indications for market rebounds and market sell-offs. Getting into the watch list for the week. For my first one, now obviously, you know, everything is going on with the market. It's red overall, so definitely be more cautious in longer term holdings, in my opinion. And as always, guys, I'm not a licensed professional. I did have my Series 7, but it's not active. So these are all my opinions. Please trade at your own risk. Due diligence to find research on these companies. First one on my long list is Gulfmark Offshore. So I like to look at it on the 15-minute chart. This one, it does look like it's got a resistance level up here of 25.90, and I would say a support level right here about 28.01. Now, when we back it out to on a yearly chart, you can see this one has been sort of hovering around here. The reason why I really like it is it's 13.05 million in the float, and it was 88.58% short float volume on Friday. So it looks like it could go ahead and try to test you know, this level right here of 29.87, and then on up to the yearly high of 30.88. Not quite sure why it's not showing up here, but next one on the long list, we have CVU. As you guys know, I like to track the stocks that have lower floats and higher short float volume for a percentage gain potential based on statistics, right? If they have a lot that were short the day before, there's low float, there's a lot of people buying, the shorts get scared, it's double the volume that will drive it up. So here's our 15-minute chart, excuse me, the daily chart. We'll go to our 15-minute chart on Friday. It was pretty much an upward trend all day. It did have lower volume, and here we have our high of 10.05 for the year. And I would say I would put a support level of 9.15 and 9.40 for the resistance. It is really interesting to me at 7.76 million in the float and 54.77% short float volume on Friday. So we look at our 1-year chart. It does look like it's at a resistance level. Once it breaks this, I'd say once it breaks really 9.50, it should move up easily to 10. And if we back it out to a 5-year chart, you can see after 10, it's pretty much clear sailing, I'd say, up to 11 and then potentially up to 12. So put it on watch. You know, with the market being red, it definitely is going to be dependent on what's going on there as well. But we like to call these alpha stocks if you're in the Trade Ideas trading room. Lfin. Now, Lfin got big news on Friday, uplisted to the Russell 2000 and 3000 exchange. And this one has 6.79 million in the float. Did run up before, as you saw on the yearly chart. We'll pull it back out again. It had 55.81% short float volume on Friday. So I would look for support level around 70, resistance around 74.50. And it's a newer stock, so I think we do a 6-month chart. You can see really this amazing level. 142.82 is where it went from $2 or $4 just a couple days prior. So definitely keep it on watch. It could easily squeeze with the more than 50% short float volume on Friday. Here's that 1-year chart. So it could really, really run. And next on the list, we have CLR, which is testing new highs. It was part of the 52-week high range, which is pretty crazy when the market is tanking. So definitely one to watch. We go to our 15-minute chart, and I would put a support level of 58.01 and first resistance of 58.60. After that, the high of the day of 59.47. This one's interesting. It's 82.6 million in the float, 70.42% short float volume on Friday. So keep that one on watch for a breakout. Once again, there's the yearly chart, so you can see it did close just below this little candle right here, but you know, it made a new high, could easily make new highs on Monday, especially if the market does rebound and bounce. Last one is INNT for the long list. So you can see this is our 1-year chart. It did make a new high and of 27.60. My support level of 24.62 and 26.50. We'll look at that on the 15-minute chart. So it did run up, pulled back on Friday, just like the market. The market pulled back as well just around lunchtime and then was hitting at new lows, but this still held its gains fairly well. It closed up here at 25.65. After hours print of 24.62 was the low. Could have just been a late print on the stock, or it could really be a sell-off there. So I would use that as support and 26.50 as resistance. Going into our shorts for the week, we have GSK, Glaxo. So it did run up and then sell off on Friday. I would look for a continuation for a downward move on Glaxo. Resistance level of 37.60 and support of 37.37. Now on the year chart, you can see it did try to test this 38 level and it pulled back from there and it gapped up big time. So, you know, sometimes you'll hear the term gap and crap. So it gapped up, couldn't hold it. People were selling off. You know, if you look at that yearly chart, really we're in the bottom 50% of the year. So many people probably took the opportunity that were bag holders that, you know, maybe got in over here at 43 and they said, hey, we're going to go ahead and get out. We're going to get out with a $5 loss as opposed to a $13 loss down here. All right. And Glaxo has 2.3 billion in the float. Next one we have on the short list is Orcl with 3 billion in the float. Here's the daily chart. You can see we are somewhat at a support level here. Resistance, I'd say support 44.76, low of the day on Friday, and resistance level 45.16. Pull it out on the 15-minute chart. Really, it's just been in a downward trend all week. And I'm putting this 45.16 as our resistance level because that was a low after hours, actually pre-market on Friday. You know, you could give it a little bit more space up here to 45.41 if you wanted to. That could be a great potential entry for further short downwards. Next one is BTI, British American Tobacco, and they had dividends that ran up a little bit on Friday and then sold off just like the market. So support level of 54.77, 55.14 for resistance. This one does have 1.8 billion in the float. On the year, it is in a downward trend, and when you back it out, we're hitting somewhat of a level of support and resistance right here. It looks like once it breaks this, it could run on down further down to 49 from here. So keep that one on watch. And we have MDT, which is a 1.3 billion float stock. We'll go to 15-minute chart. I would look at support of 76.41, the low of Friday, which is also the 52-week low. There were so many 52-week lows this past week that it was really difficult to choose. So I'm going with the bigger ones that are more momentum. They have a larger volume behind them. They have the larger float, so it's harder to stop that downward trend. Resistance level of 77.52. As you guys just heard, my little one woke up, so I'm going to speed through the next one as well. We have Nike here. So Nike, I would look at initial support of 64.46. After that, the low on Thursday night of 63.12 and a resistance of 65.65. On our 1-year chart, you can see it's gone up, it's tested. It does look like a head and shoulders here, guys. And next level of support is around here at that 63.12. So keep a watch on this one. They did have earnings, and it was a surprise -112 for them. So definitely not good news for Nike. So that one probably does have some downward movement to it before it finds a bottom. 62 potentially on the chart. The way everything's going, if we do see more of a downward movement of the indexes, maybe even down here to 59 to the 200-day moving average. Now, my longer-term picks, guys, definitely watch the markets. Excuse me, we have USCR, US Concrete down here, bouncing off 52-week lows. Be cautious, though, with the market. It is showing oversold on the RSI, so it could be a good potential. When you back it out on a 5-year chart, you can see it is hitting support level, maybe even down to 59.25, but keep that 52-week low as your potential exit. And next one would be VLP, Valero Energy. Same thing, 5-year chart. It did break resistance back here on the 5-year. On the 1-year, it's bouncing off of 52-week lows, so keep it on watch. We also have Signet Jewelers. Signet, it did find a low. I would definitely keep this one on watch. It does look like it's still somewhat in the downward movement, but it does have plenty of room. It's down 50% off of the highs, so keep it on watch. And last one for the long list, long term, is Post Holdings. So it does look like it's created this double bottom here and is moving upward. Again, this does have, $17 to the upside to the 52-week high, so put that one on watch. As always, guys, carpe profit, trade with proper risk management, and seize those profits one day at a time. Hopefully, I'll be able to see you guys locally at the Market Logik meetup this Tuesday night, March 27th at 6 p.m. In Côte-Verte too. You can sign up on the LinkedIn or also on my Facebook page. And don't miss your seat at the Modern Traders Summit in Orlando, June 23rd. They are starting to really sell out. Definitely check it out. You can just go right here, Modern Traders Summit.